You don't need to memorize difficult grammar rules to get better at English. Just enjoy a story. Through storytelling, your brain picks up patterns, structure, and vocabulary without stress. It's learning without realizing. If that sounds like your style, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell. We post new stories like this every single day. The sun was warm but soft, the kind of golden that makes everything feel like a painting. Leo walked along the edge of the beach, his shoes in his hand, the wet sand cool under his feet. Barcelona had surprised him. He didn't expect to feel so calm here. The city was full of color, music, and movement, but the beach was different. It had its own kind of rhythm. He had no plans that morning, just a feeling that he should walk. So he followed the shoreline, watching waves roll in, then slide back out like shy dancers. Children were playing. Some people slept under umbrellas. A group was playing soft music on a speaker, and someone was sketching quietly on a bench. It all felt peaceful. And then Leo saw something strange up ahead. A figure was bent low, moving carefully, hands brushing the ground like a painter working on a canvas. As he got closer, he saw what it was. A sand sculpture. But not just any sand sculpture. It was a face. A human face, shaped in great detail. The eyes closed, the mouth soft, like someone deep in thought or dream. Leo slowed down. The artist was still working, smoothing the edge of the chin, adding lines above the eyebrows. There were other shapes nearby, an arm, a shoulder, but the face was the center. And it looked familiar. Leo blinked, then looked again. It was his face. Not exactly, but close enough to feel strange. The shape of the nose, the curve of the lips, the angle of the jaw. It felt like looking in a mirror made of sand and memory. The artist didn't look up, just kept working, calm and focused. Leo stood still. He didn't want to interrupt, didn't want to speak, just watched. For a moment, the world became quiet, not silent, but soft, like everything was happening far away. The tide whispered, the sky stretched, the seagulls circled without a sound. Then the artist stopped, sat back on his heels. He still didn't look at Leo, just stood up slowly, brushed off his hands, and walked down the beach. Leo turned, expecting to see someone else watching. But no one had noticed. He stepped closer to the sculpture. The details were stunning. Sand had never looked so alive. And then a small wave crept forward. Not fast, not strong, just enough. The edge of the water touched the base of the sculpture, and the face began to soften. Not fall apart, not break, just change. The features blurred. The shape shifted. Leo didn't move. He watched until the face was gone, until it became just sand again, like it had never been anything else. He took a breath, deep and full. Then he kept walking. He felt different, not in a big way, but lighter, like something had been shown to him that he didn't quite understand, but it mattered. Later that day, he found a small shop with handmade notebooks. He bought one without knowing why. That night, he wrote down everything he remembered about the sculpture. And somehow, as he wrote, his own story started to take shape. What you learned without realizing. *** through this simple moment on a beach, you practiced emotional storytelling, descriptive verbs, the past continuous tense, and subtle comparisons. That's the magic of learning English through stories. You don't memorize, you feel, imagine, and absorb. ***. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. We've got a new story every day. Now it's your turn. Have you ever felt like a stranger showed you something about yourself? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it.